Before that, Chinese President Xi Jinping held bilateral meetings with Jae-in and Shinzo Abe in Beijing. And she said the China-Japan relationship should be based on mutual trust. And both sides will promote communication and strengthen cooperation in artificial intelligence, big data, and other areas. Premier Li.
Friends of the press.
刚才
听不到现场的声音。
文在寅总统、安倍晋三首相共同举行了第8次。
Today we have held the 8th China-Japan ROK leaders meeting with the Japanese Prime Minister and ROK President.
坦诚、
We had a very open and effective meeting.
相互尊重与理解。
And we have also shown signs of mutual respect and understanding.
是按点
Today's press
这在我参加
conference
的
is
国际
on
会议当
time.
中不多。
It's a rare case,
大家可能会问
according to my past
是不是你
experience.
们
People may wonder
避重就轻，
if you have
讲一些
avoided
形式上的话，
important issues and you
走
have
了一个
only
过场，
stayed on the level of the formality.
是因为我们
Actually, it's not
直截
the
了当
case. We
坦
were
率地
very
讨论
direct
问题，
one to another,
而且
and we stayed very
我们共同
open
抓住
in the discussion of the questions,
共同的利益。
and we have seized our common interests and
这次会
opportunities.
议上面，我们
In this
形成了
meeting,
共同的文件，
we have
表达我们最大的
achieved common document showing the common
这次会议
consensus.
是中日韩
This meeting
会议20周年。
celebrates the 20th anniversary
20年来
of the China-Japan ROK cooperation. Over the past 2 decades, we have charted extraordinary
对中国来
course.
说，
For
我
China,
深有感受。
we
当
have
时这个机
deeply
制
felt
是在应对东南
this
亚
fact
金融危机的时候
in the face of the
诞生的。
Southeast Asia financial crisis, we
现在
have created this
中日韩的合作
mechanism of collaboration.
在
And today,
东亚
our trilateral
已经
cooperation
形成一个重要的引进，
has become an
我为什么
important
说从
engine
中国来说？
in the East
因
Asia.
为中国和世界上单个国家共同体
China
作为
with
最大贸易
other
伙伴
single
我
countries
们达到的规模
and also other regional economies,
1000亿
we have reached
美金的贸易额，而
500
中国和日韩两个国家
billion
达到的
US dollars of
贸易额
trade.
是7000亿美金。
However, with Japan and with ROK, we reached the total volume of trade of 700 billion US dollars.
贸易额
So no other 2 single countries in the world have traded in such volume as the Japan and ROK with China.
共同相互开放，
This is because we are open to each other in order to
而且
promote the free
也因为
trade.
我们共同维护地区的
And also, together, we have protected the regional stability, peace,
世界
and that of the world.
发展繁荣。
And we have contributed to the world's sustainable
我们今天
prosperity
回顾了
and peace.
20年来走过的历程，
We have looked backward.
从中
韩语老师不要说话。
给我们的启迪和经验，值得我们在今后去弘扬。那么，我们也为未来的发展
Looking back to the
形成了一个
Looking into the future,
中日韩
we have
合作的
also
展望
elaborated
这是一
the
个
outlook
概
on the
念
next decade of
指导
China-Japan
引领
ROK cooperation. This is a guideline
我们共同
document
认为
for the future
我们需要
collaboration.
增强政治互信。
We would like to construct the political mutual trust
我们
and
都
seize
愿意
the
从
opportunity
战
for
略
cooperation.
长远的角度来考虑中日韩的合作，正视历史，
And we have to consider
坚持
the
把
historic
对
fact
方的
in
发
an
展
honest
视
way
为
and always
自身的利益。
consider the
不断地
others'
拓展
development interests as
共同
our
利益。
own interests.
我们对
We have to seek
各领
common
域
grounds,
都进行了前瞻性、
and we
战
have
略性
also forward-looking and
我们不仅要
strategic
立足中日韩的合作，
planification for our all-round
立足
collaboration.
东亚，
We have to think of the interests not only of our three countries, but also that of Asia and the Asia-Pacific region, so that in international affairs we can strengthen our
符合地区国家需要
consultation
的
and
东
collaboration.
亚合作结果当中，
And
发
for
挥
those
重要的
decisions
建设性作用，
important to the region, we can play a constructive role.
维护
We all
自由贸易
propose that we have to protect the free trade and
维护
accelerate
自由
the
贸易
integration of the
实际上
economy.
中方认为，有利于维护多边主义，
Actually,
有利于
the
维护世界
protection
和平。
of the
所以
free trade
我们
would
都
be contributing
共同
to
主
the
张
world peace
来
too.
推
So
进
we all
区域全
propose
面
that
经
we
济
have to
合作伙
promote
伴协定
the RCEP development,
早日签署，也就是
so that
RCEP
we'd like to have an early
我们三
conclusion
方
of the
都在
RCEP.
泰国东亚领导人会议上做出了政治承诺，
In
而且
Thailand,
我们也
in the
愿意
ASEAN
加
Plus
快
3
推进
summit, we have
中
all
日
made
韩
our promises
自贸
in
区
order to
建设。
accelerate
我们推进
the
这些自贸
establishment
区的
of the free
建设
trade
实际上
zone.
不仅是维护自由贸易，
Actually, this action is not only meaningful for the
有利于推进
integration and collaboration of our economy in the region, but also contributing to the world peace.
中日韩自贸区 RCEP 应该是
For the
更高
RCEP,
水平的，
it should be at a higher
是
level
遵循着自由贸易的原则，
and it should be based on the
公平
principle of the respect of the free trade
我们
for
还
the
愿意加
fairness
强
and openness of the
在
trade. We are
服务业
also
等诸
willing
多领域
to
的
strengthen our collaboration
中
in
国
the service
正在
sector
进
and
一步
other
扩大开放。
areas. China is opening
在
wider and wider.
全面开放制造业的基础上，
While opening
要
our
逐步地扩大
manufacturing sector,
服务业
we will continue to
中
open
国14亿
the
人
service
的
sector too. In China, we have 1.4 billion people. That is a huge market for
日
consumption.
韩两国
For Japan
作
and
为
ROK,
文化有相通之处的，
we have cultural
在
similarities.
服务业
For the
需要
service
个性
sector,
化
we are in want of the tailored services and
对中国
products.
的市场可以捷足先登。
I think Japan and
我们
ROK have their
不仅在
advantages
证
to
券
come to the Chinese market
保险，
for the securities
而且在
and
教育、
civil
卫
aviation,
生、
healthcare,
养老
education, pension care.
愿意和日韩进行合作，
We'd like to
把中国
collaborate
巨大的
more
市场
with
优势
Japan and ROK
发挥出来。
so that we can
实际上，
bring into full play
继续
the advantages of the consumers
日韩这个领域
market of
的
China.
企业和
And enterprises
它
from Japan and
所
ROK
带动的就业
could also help to
获利
create more jobs and gain more benefits.
有更多的消费领域的
And it also
选择，
allows
也使中国的
the Chinese consumers
业
to have more options in the market.
在自由、公平竞争的环境下，提升自身的竞争力。
And on the basis
我们还
of
愿意
equal
加强
and fair
科技合作，
competition, we can strengthen
抓紧
our own
人文
competitiveness.
交流的纽带。
We would also like to
中方倡议
strengthen the ties
2022
of human
定为
exchanges.
中日韩科技创新
For next
合
year,
作年，
it will be
我们
the year of
愿意
scientific collaboration and
在金融科技领域，
innovation. We'd like to discuss the
包括移动支
collaboration
付
for the
便利化
fintech
方面的，
and mobile
这样
payments.
也有利于中日韩三国
This will also
之间
help to
旅游往来。
facilitate the tourism
夯实
collaboration among the three
人文
countries. And we,
沟通的
we would like to encourage the cross-border
我们
visits.
也预祝明年在
We'd
东
like
京举
to
办的
wish
奥运会、
the Olympic
残
Games
奥会
and
取得圆满
Paralympics next year in
中国
Tokyo would be a big success.
会派出
China
我
will
们能够派出的
send
运动员，通过
the
体育
athletes
交流， 来增进
to participate in the games. And through this kind of event, we could further promote the cultural and personal exchanges and collaboration. And this is also a force of the collaboration and peace.
无空杯、中日韩
We will
青少年
also
漫
organize
画大赛等
the comics competition
喜爱的活动。
for China, Japan, and
孙悟空
ROK, as
是
well
中
as
国
other
小说当中的
events. The Monkey King
也是
is a
三国很多
figure
青年人
coming
了
from
解和
a
熟悉的人，
Chinese
希望
literature,
能够搭建一个
and this
相互
also
交流的、沟
a
通的
well-known figure among the three countries. So the Monkey King competition would be a very good platform for collaboration. And also our three countries would like to strengthen our collaboration for the environmental protection, for the fight against the climate change, and the settlement and management of the
我们三方还
garbages
有
in
国际和地
the
区
ocean.
交换。
And for international and regional situation, we have exchanged our opinions. Especially, we have deeply communicated in the issue of the Korean
东
Peninsula.
亚持久和平
We think the
是三方
denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula is the shared wish of our three countries. We think that the diplomatic
三方
solutions, the dialogues and consultation would be the only
政治方式
way and the best way to solve the problem,
半岛问题，实现半岛以及地区的
so that we can,
持久。
in the end, contribute to the long-term peace of the Korean Peninsula and the region. The trilateral collaboration
开展
is favorable to the development of the whole area and to that of the world. We also would like to collaborate with the other
发展与
markets
繁荣的
so that we can
我们三国
share the experience of prosperity.
发展阶段不同，
We three countries are located in different stages of
其
development.
他
Our
方面的合
collaboration
作提供可以借鉴的。
would also give more
总之，
references to other areas of collaboration.
高效的、
In a word, we have had a very open
成功的，
and
达成的成果
honest meeting, and this is
相
also
信
a
在
fruitful
三国的共
meeting.
同努力下，我们
I'm
会把
convinced
这件
that
事
with our joint
实
efforts,
处
we
期
could
待的
continue to implement
在韩
the
国
consensus
举行的
drawn
第9次
from this
中日韩
meeting.
领导人会议
Next year, we're about to organize the 9th
检验
meeting in
今年的
ROK. Next year,
去
we're about to
播下
check the progress
新的
since
种子，
the 8th
使
meeting,
中日韩
and we're about
合
to
作这个
spread new
大树
seeds for the future collaboration
可以说
so that the
枝繁
big tree
叶茂，
of our trilateral friendship and
Chengdu
collaboration will
是
continue
中国
to
西南的一个
grow.
城市。
Chengdu is located to the southwestern area of
我们刚
China.
才已经谈到的小说，这里还有美食。川菜是
Here
中国
we have the famous cuisine of
川菜当中的
China,
小吃，很值得
especially
一尝。
the small
我不
snacks
是
of the
哎
Sichuan
在这里
cuisine
做广
is
告
very
我是希
attractive.
望你们更多的来
I'm not here to
体会
give
中国
the
的
advertisement about the cuisine of Sichuan, but to help you to better understand the culture.
谢谢李总理。下面
Thank you,
请文在
Premier
寅总
Li.
统致辞。
Now I'd like to give the floor to the ROK President Moon Jae-in.
한중일 삼국협력이 20주년을 맞는 올해 제8차 한중일 정상회의를 훌륭하게
Today we have held the 8th China-Japan ROK leaders meeting.
리커창 총리님과 중국
I'd like to
국민들께
thank Premier Li
감사드립니다.
for your warm
삼국협력의
welcome.
발전에 함께 주신 우리 아베 총리님께도 감사드립니다. 그리고 오늘 오후에 있을
This meeting has
아베
greatly
총리
contributed
정상회담에 대해서도
to the
큽니다.
collaboration among our three countries. I also would like to say thank you to the Japanese Prime Minister.
지금은 중국 서부의 중심 도시로 발전한 청두에서 개최되어 더욱
In
뜻깊습니다.
this
사람을 먼저 생각하며
China-Japan ROK leaders meeting held in Chengdu,
협력도 국민들의 삶을 이롭게 하는 덕치로
we
이어지길
noticed that
바랍니다.
we are organizing actually this event in a historic city which has a relation with Liu Bei.
협력의 중요성을
Today,
다시
with Premier Li
국민들이
and Prime Minister
협력의
Abe,
성과를 체감하도록
we have
협력 수준을
revealed
한 단계
our
더
history of
도약시키기
collaboration over the past 2 decades, and also we have defined the future direction for the collaboration to come.
2012년 이후 처음으로
And we have also set in place the mechanism of collaboration of the 3 countries.
내년엔 한국이 이어서 삼국 정상회의를
Next year, we're about to organize the next session of China-Japan ROK leaders meeting in my country. In the current meeting, we have reaffirmed the importance of this meeting, and we have decided to further promote our collaboration. We have concluded an agreement so as to promote our future collaboration. And for those areas closely connected to people's daily life, we are about to work more in partnership. In Beijing, there will be the Winter Olympic Games organized. We are about to give all our support. And in other areas, such as the environment, sciences, we will also strengthen our collaboration. And in the revolution of other industries, we will also strengthen our partnership. For the sciences areas, we would like to do what we can to promote the sector. For the denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula, we will continue to make efforts to achieve the goal, so that we can make actual progress with the issue of the Korean Peninsula. Today, we have also concluded the outlook on the next decade of China-Japan ROK cooperation, and we hope that this meeting of this year could be considered as a milestone of our collaboration. Next session of our meeting will be held in my country. As the next host country, we will prepare everything to welcome that meeting. I'd like to thank once again for Premier Li's warm welcome and reception. Now I'd like to give the floor to Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe.
I'm really honored to be here in a beautiful place which was surrounded by the green environment. So here we'd like to thank Premier Li Keqiang and also President Jae-in for your kind invitations and for the beautiful environment. Premier Li Keqiang, and I have my deep appreciation for you, for your hospitality. China-Japan-South Korea meeting has enjoyed over 2 decades of the histories. In some of the essence, today we exchange very meaningful opinions. During the past 2 decades, in environment, culture, tourism, trade, among other different areas, China-Japan-South Korea has deepened our cooperation, and in the coming 10 years, we are also going to deepen our roots in the area that I mentioned. We are going to join our hands to collaborate with the international community. From my side, what I want to mention is that the conclusion we have achieved in the China-Japan ROK meeting is going to be practiced and translated into the reality in the future. So today, I have 3 keywords to share with you. Environmental problem, aging society, and people-to-people exchange. So for the environmental protection, I think that during the G20 Osaka meeting, we have talked about it in details. For the 3 countries, we like to join our hands to contribute our fair shares to the environmental protection. The second word is about aging society. So I think aging population means a very strict word for the 3 countries. And for the people-to-people exchange, I think the 3 countries should deepen our understanding between each other. So since we are facing such a very important issues from the government and from the people-to-people side, we should deepen our communication in the coming 2020. For Japan, we are going to welcome the Tokyo Olympic and the Paralympic. And in 2022, Beijing is going to welcome its Winter Olympic and Winter Paralympic. So we are also going to deepen our collaboration in the sports sector and promote people-to-people exchange in this area. For the regional cooperation, first, what I want to say is about the denuclearizations in South Korea, in Korean Peninsula, and also the peace and stability in this region. And we should do a smooth process for the denuclearization procedures in the Korean Peninsula. So this is a very important topic for the China-Japan ROK government and for the other different issues, including the Japan's relation with the DPRK. I think it also needs the collaborations between China and Japan and the ROK. In trade, investment, infrastructure, the region should deepen our collaboration. In the trade, so from our side, we are willing to collaborate with China, ROK, and the ASEAN country. With my 2 precious dear partners, we are like to promote the 3 countries' trade into the new level. And ASEAN Plus 3 mechanism is also need our collaboration. So, in my last meeting, when I attended the ASEAN meetings, I mentioned about the important collaborations between China, Japan, and ROK. Together with the regional countries, we are going to further deepen our roles in stabilizing the region. China, Japan, and ROK should contribute our fair shares to the region and even to the peace and stability in the world. And we also should deepen our ties. So for this meeting, we have clarified each of our responsibilities. So from our side, in the 20 years anniversary for the China-Japan ROK relation, we have the determination to deepen our ties closer and tighter. So from today, in today's meeting, it is a very important time point for all of us. And we are looking forward to a very promising 10-year. So this is my conclusion for today's meeting. Thank you very much.
今天也算是一个非正式的交接仪式。预祝明年
I wish
在韩国
next
举行
year's
的第9次中日韩
9th China-Japan ROK Summit every success.
也期待着
And I'm also looking forward to be collaborate
好，
with
谢谢
Prime
3位
Minister
领导人，谢谢
Shinzo
大家，
Abe.
这个会到此结束，谢谢。
That concludes today's press conference. Thank you.
That was the three leaders from China, South Korea, and Japan meeting the media after trilateral meetings earlier this morning. We'll give you more information and also discussions about this in Global Watch just coming up. Stay tuned. I'm Li Keqiang in Beijing. See you in a moment.